right, this is part two to our Superman conversation. Now we're gonna get into Man of Steel. We talked about Superman 1 and 2 that came out in 1978, 1980. Now we're talking about Man of Steel came out 2013. So,
Jesus,
over
12 years ago?
this is 12 years ago, 30 years after the original, more than 30 years after the original, or the Christopher Reeve version, and we have a new take on Superman, a much different version of Superman. This one, of course, is played by Henry Cavill. This dude is a massive man.
The fan
uh,
favorite.
they ditched the iconic uh, John Williams score for Hans Zimmer score, and it's different, but still iconic. Like I hear it, even like when I hear it around, I instantly know it's Superman. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like you hear it and it's still Superman. And I don't know how he did it, but he was able to pull that off. Like you completely changed the score and made it work. Kudos. Like that was
Like, you took it in its own direction, and, like, that shit was just phenomenal.
phenomenal. And again, still Superman, still iconic. Uh uh so you want to just jump into this one? Same thing? Okay.
Yeah, jump right in.
All right, and so this one came out again 2013. We start off on Krypton as we always do. Uh,
At
the
least this
console.
Krypton. This Krypton definitely looks better than the
Oh yes,
original.
we actually spent more time on Krypton here than we do in the first two Superman movies. Like
Mm-hmm.
we get to see wildlife, we get to see actual life on this planet, and this version, the star is fine. It's Krypton itself. It's the core that's exploding, or that's going to explode. We know something's going to happen to it.
Yeah, they exhausted Krypton's natural resources, sucked the
Yeah.
planet dry.
And Jor-El is played by Russell Crowe. Zod is played by Michael Shannon. Fucking both of them phenomenal. Like Jesus,
They
phenomenal
were.
actors. And
Jor-El was
yeah,
putting. He was giving Zod the business at the beginning of the movie.
yes, he was. And it starts off kind of different. In the original, Zod is already a prisoner. In this one, it's not like that at all. Jor-El's talking to the council how we have to do something. They're telling him that he's wrong. Zod actually breaks in, shoots people at the council, and tells Jor-El, "Join me." He wants him to join him. He doesn't want to kill Jor-El. And you can. This is the version of Zod where you see that military thing that I feel like the 1980 version was lacking. He's strategic. He's like, I don't want to kill you. Join me, and we can save Krypton. Like we can fix this. We can do something. And of course, Jor-El's like, kick rocks, bro. Like,
Yeah, like the 78 Zod was. He was just a villain. Like, he was just a bad guy, like, through and through.
yeah.
He's like, I'm
Uh,
here to conquer. This one is, like, all he really wants is to save Krypton. Like, that is his purpose. Like, that's why Zod was born, to
yeah.
keep Krypton alive. So you can't
He's
even
the
fault
hero.
him for everything he's trying to do.
In his eyes, he's the hero. He is the only one who can do this. And he has people who are following, who believe in him. Not even just like as a military leader. These people believe he's right. You guys let this planet go to shit, and he's trying
Mhm.
to fix it. He wants us as a people to survive. And again, I like it. I like what they did with it. It's more believable. Like, dude, this is a general, and he's doing everything in his power, regardless of what you got to say or how you feel, to save the planet. And
Like,
he's gonna
Zod
do it.
is, he's here for Krypton.
Yes,
Like,
through and
Krypton
through.
will
He is.
survive under my watch.
Yes, my people will survive. Uh, Jor-El's telling the council that they fucked up. He ends
They
up
always do.
escaping.
Every iteration of Superman.
Hmm He ends up escaping. Or like getting away. He goes back to his wife. They already have a plan to get who will know as Clark, their baby, to another planet. Also, this is the first natural birth or natural born baby on this planet in a couple of decades. I think they said centuries or decades, but a very long time.
A few
They're
decades.
they're yeah they're manufactured. You're born with a purpose, and that's it. There's free will, but you have a purpose. You're here for a reason, and that's it.
Like you're already
Uh,
predestined to do whatever you're gonna do.
yeah.
And they like
Uh,
engineer them into like these crazy looking pods. Like
yeah.
just not even like just bubbles with the baby inside of them.
We ditched the neon clothes armor. They have weapons, which super advanced weapons. Can't tell you what they're shooting, but they're shooting some type of energy, and when it hits you, you pretty much get vaporized or explode or whatever. It just blows up on you. Uh, the armor look I liked a lot.
Oh, that
It
looks
was just
great.
like cool. It was still super advanced without being like campy or like weird looking, but it just looked cool. You see, like I said earlier, you see light. Jarrell actually gets on this flying, what I can to us would probably be looking like a dragon.
Or
And
what? I forgot his name. It was like Carrick or something like that.
yeah, he says the name, it gets shot, it lands, and it like crashes down. But you see actual light, and he rushes to his wife. They get the baby into pod, and they're much more an emotional scene where he's like, I don't want to send him, I don't want to do this. Like, I have to give up my child. And he's like, well, if you don't, he's gonna die. Like, we're all gonna die, and he's gonna join us. At least this way, he has a chance at life. And they end up putting him in the pod, and this pod is not a crystal; it's an actual ship.
Hmm.
Uh, Granted, you know, it, it has their logo on it or their symbol. It's just a giant spaceship, essentially. Like that's what it is. It's a
Mm-hmm.
mini baby spaceship. And Zod shows up and he's asking about the Codex, which is this DNA device thing that has all the DNA from Krypton legacies, like for the future or whatever. He put all
Mm-hmm.
of that into the baby, all of it. Like, so if this baby
With the
dies, Krypton
information,
dies.
everything.
If this baby dies, there goes your entire race. Uh, and yeah, he sends him off. Zod stabs Jarrell. This version, he stabs that dude. He's like,
Yeah, fucking Gerald dies before the planet does.
yeah, he doesn't even
Like damn.
actually. Yeah, he just dies. He gets stabbed. He dies. Uh, the consul, I can never say this word. They finally come and apprehend Zod and his followers and put
This
him
that
in these
scene was so
very
dumb.
they they send him into the Phantom Zone, but before they do that, they put them in these very questionable ships that can
Oh, you
only be
caught that too?
described.
Did you caught that too?
The giant dildo
These
ship,
very phallic
eh,
ships.
like
And they're
literally had a
blasting off into
like,
space.
yes,
And I'm looking like it's like that scene in Austin Powers in Goldmember when Dr.
yes,
Evil's huge ship is flying over. Like, what is that,
it's
mommy?
a
I don't
giant
know. It looks like a giant
treasure.
peanuts. Get your peanuts here. Like, like, yo,
And
what is that?
so they get into
Another
that.
thing,
Oh,
why did they even put them in the pods in the first place? They should have just left them there to die on Krypton. Like, no, we're gonna blast you off. We're gonna die, but you're gonna be alive. But you're just in prison. But you're still alive. So we'll just
yeah,
die. Like, just leave them on the planet.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like you could have just put them in jail on there, and they would have all just died.
Yeah, and
But
like
because you did it
never.
this way, yeah,
But we needed a movie, so
no.
yeah, we blast them off into space and we kill ourselves with the planet.
uh, this one, they get sent into the bigger ship, which goes into a phantom zone, which is not just like a piece of glass this time. It's a giant, almost black hole looking thing, and their ship goes into it, and it looks cool. I like what they did with the phantom zone. It was an actual dimensional thing that they have to go into. It was a prison. Like the ship has to go into there. It's not like, oh, we can just send them in there and that's it. No, like there's a ship that goes into the phantom zone, and they're held there.
Mm.
Planet Krypton explodes, and the explosion causes the phantom zone gate to, I guess, malfunction, which releases them. So they're actually not even in the phantom zone for that long.
Yeah,
They're on the
The-
ship, like they're on the ship and stuff like that. But if something happens to where they basically become adrift in space and they're stuck there,
mhm.
which I thought was cool. Like, okay, yeah, I mean, they mentioned the Phantom Zone, but it's not like, oh yeah, they got to break out. No, they get sent in, but the planet exploding causes a malfunction, and they just become
And
adrift in
they
space in their ship.
immediately
And
get out, just already working on the next plan.
yeah, or at
Find
least that's what it
Al.
made it seem. It made it seem like it they weren't in there for that very long.
Mm.
After that, we don't get the same scene that we do in the original of Clark or the baby Connell growing in a pod. He gets shipped off, and then they come to him as an adult. We just see him as an adult on a tanker, an ocean tanker,
Mm.
and the movie kind of does this thing where it jumps back and forth to past memory. Instead of showing you as a kid and then he's a teenager and then an adult, it jumps around in these little flashbacks, which I didn't mind it. I kind of like, okay, we're gonna get into it. We know the story. He lands, he can find them, and they do show it to you, but
Mm.
it's a little faster. It's like, okay, we know the story. Let's get to it.
Or
Um,
like they just show you kind of like his earliest saves, pretty much.
yeah. We
Like he
see as a
saves the kids
kid,
on the bus and all that. So it's like you got to stop doing this.
yeah, we see different scenes where he first gets his X-ray vision, which is fucking terrifying. As a child,
Absolutely,
you look at your teacher and you see skeleton muscle, like
everything.
whoa,
Like what is happening?
and you looking
Terrified.
around and terrifying, like oh my god, this looks scary. He freaks out. He goes to a closet and then he starts to hear everything. His mom has to come to the school. Martha comes to the school, and she's like, just listen to me. He's like, everything is so loud because his hearing is picking up. It's picking up everything. His vision is picking up. He heat visioned the door. Then off the bat, they're showing you all of his powers and how it's hitting him as a child and how he can't control this. Like it's
It's like they
overwhelming.
all hit him all at once.
Yeah,
It's like
and
they all hit like just two right at the exact same time.
yeah,
So he's
and
just so overloaded right now.
it was cool to see that because usually we don't get to see that. It's usually gradual. They'll show you a power here, and then a time skip, and then he has this power. It's like no, this shit is painful for this child to have to be like, I hear everything, I see everything. My eye, like, and if I get angry, I burn everything I'm looking at. Like, it was pretty cool. Uh, he, I'm going back and forth with different flashbacks. He's at a diner. He, am I skipping this too much? Uh,
Um, where were we just at?
the diner scene where he gets his. Oh no, I meant to say like he's on the anchorage We see him as an adult on the Anchorage. He goes to save a bunch of people. The dude Superman rips a door off the hinges, and this dude looks
this
fucking flawless. He has no shirt on, but that dude is just getting ripped,
like, and on
fire,
fire.
and on fire, and everyone's just looking at him like, the hell?
Like,
Like,
it's just staring at him like, like,
yeah,
what do
and
you say in that moment? You just yo, this man's on fire. He just
this
ripped the
dude's on
door off.
fire. He he catches, like, he gets them out. Something is a big giant metal beam is falling. He catches it. He's struggling, which I'm going to make a point of this. He is struggling, and then he gets knocked out essentially. Like something happens, like he sprains himself, and then he gets knocked out. So I kind of didn't understand if his powers were still adjusting at this point.
But so you got to remember, there they don't really say how old he is. Like in the flashbacks, obviously he's a kid, but like in that scene, like he still has to be like he's still young, like he's very young still. So
Yeah,
his
like
powers
he's an
definitely
adult, but
aren't fully there. Because, like you said, when he's holding it up, he is struggling. And granted,
yeah,
it's a lot, but we also know what Superman can do.
yeah, like you see him, he is screaming, he's struggling. The explosion happens, and then he gets knocked into the water, and he's out cold for a second. He's floating there, and it knocked him into a flashback. So he was definitely out.
Mm.
And another flashback. It's gonna sound like we're all over the place because this movie does jump from different time periods and just
Yeah.
different flashbacks. So for any of you listeners, sorry if it sounds like we're all over the place, but this is how the movie was structured.
Like, if you've seen the movie, you know exactly how it is. Like, it goes back and forth
yeah,
a lot. Like, we're
yeah.
not even done going back and forth.
Uh, and one of the flashbacks, or a few flashbacks, we see Jonathan Kent, who's played by Kevin Costner. I had a very interesting discussion with a coworker of mine on this version of Jonathan Kent because he, the lessons that he teaches Clark are very cold almost. Like he tells him not to showcase, like don't go out saving people. Like keep everything to yourself. And his
Yeah.
point is because, and he says it because he doesn't think the world is ready for someone like Clark. Which, of course, he's right, but Clark has also shown that he won't stop. He can't stop saving people. If he sees someone in danger, he's going to save them. And a big scene is the bus. They're on a bus. The bus gets a flat. They drive off a bridge, and Clark knows. He's like, if I don't do something, these people are dead. All these
This
kids,
entire
the
bus is
driver.
going to drown.
Yes,
And I'm going
like
to be. And I'm going to be the one left alive.
yes.
Which would
So
still raise questions.
he breaks the back door and pushes the bus out. He then goes back in, saves the other kid, his bully who kept messing with him. He saves him
Pete
too.
Ross.
Yeah. I feel like this is a pivotal moment because Jonathan Kent, they have a conversation, and Clark is like, "What do you want me to do? You think should I just have let them die?" And he says, "Yeah, maybe."
Maybe. Like,
What?
like, all right, there, Papa John. Like,
Why would you like? No, no. That's
like
so.
you would rather me live with the death of however many other children
Yeah.
than
Like
to save them.
knowing full well I could have saved them. You'd rather me live with the guilt of choosing not to because of your viewpoint instead of just saving them. Okay,
Yeah.
just no. And I in my notes I wrote that that this was the worst version or worst interpretation of Superman's dad. I don't want to say he's the worst
I
he's
could
ever been.
agree with that. No, it's like this version of John, he wasn't very encouraging.
Yeah,
Like,
it was always
like
fine.
we, you understand his reasoning, like the world's not ready, but at the same time, you're just not giving enough encouragement.
Yeah, like, and excuse me, it just doesn't seem like I don't know. It just didn't seem like he was a good dad and he cared and nurtured for Clark. But like when it came to his power set, he just didn't. He want him to do anything. Like he would literally let kids die just because he felt like the
You have to
world wasn't
keep
ready
this
for.
secret.
Yeah, you have to keep it secret, and if people have to die because of it, so be it. And I just didn't. I didn't like that. And it
Yeah,
comes back later on to bite him in the ass. And we'll,
like
we'll
that.
get to
That
this
same.
part.
Yeah.
No, what were we gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say that definitely has to deal with what comes up next. Jonathan's
Yeah.
viewpoint.
He wanted to. He gives him a speech. It's almost kind of like the speech in the original Superman, where the other Jonathan Kent was telling him, you have to be careful with your strength and who you are. Don't show off, blah blah blah. But this one is more like you have to be careful to not let people know who you are because they're not ready for you. And
Mm.
I just didn't like this speech. He was caring and he was trying. He's doing it in a protecting way. Like he's trying to save his son from being ridiculed and being outcasted. I just didn't like his approach on it.
Mm.
Um,
Like he just
he,
came off as
and
cold.
yeah, you because the movie's all over the place. Kind of want to get to it now, but there's a scene where in this one Jonathan Kent dies, but he doesn't die the normal way. The normal way meaning in most interpretations he has a heart attack. He dies, and it's because of a heart attack. In this one, he dies because he's retarded. He is in the middle. They're on a highway. Granted, there's a bunch of people. There's so many people, and because of his belief, which I understand, but this part doesn't also make sense. He goes out to save a bunch of people, and he tries to save this dog. Clark is standing right there with him, and he goes to save this dog. Which why would you not send Clark to save the dog, knowing full well he would have been fine. He would be perfectly fine saving this dog.
It would have made
And
more
there's
sense.
yeah, it would have made more sense to just send him or you stay back because you're human. He goes off, saves the dog, gets caught, and the tornado is right there. You see Clark go to stop, like save him, and he puts his hands up and like says no, like don't save
Like,
me.
don't. Like, you have to keep this secret. Like, he didn't even have to use his full super speed to get to him. Like,
I'm so glad you said that
he could have
because I
just,
thought the
like, just run to him. Like, you're a big dude. You're obviously fit. You could probably run fast. Just get there and get him back. But no,
and I
Jonathan
had
was
a,
so scared, he literally got himself killed for no reason.
and I agree wholeheartedly with that because my coworker saw he had disagreed with us. He would disagree with us. He was saying that there are so many people, and he was like, "Oh, but the consequences and the government would come." And I'm like, in this moment, you really think Clark is thinking about all this? His dad is in danger. I have the ability to save him. I should save him, regardless of what he's saying. Regardless of what happens later, my dad will be alive. And he's like, "Yeah, but you're not thinking about the consequences and all that stuff." I'm like, "You're right." He just had an argument in the car with him, and he just said, "You're not my dad." Obviously, he cares about him. He would save him. It, and I had made a point that I felt that people in Smallville had an idea that Clark was special. there's a scene where this lady is talking to the Kent, and she's like, "My son saw
Oh
what
yeah.
Clark did.
After
Lana
the bus
Lane
save.
saw Lana Lane saw what Clark did, and this is not the first time that Clark has done things like this. He chalks it up to
Mm.
providence and religion, which is fine, but I feel like people had an idea. My coworker disagreed. He said that only a bunch of kids saw that, and the adults wouldn't believe them. And I disagreed. I disagreed. A bunch of people saw him, including the bus driver, are saying that this person did something. Even if there are a bunch of kids, they're all saying the same story.
Like that, like why is like if you're known to be like the kid that lies, like man, just stop. But if multiple kids are telling you the same exact story and you're
Yeah,
just refusing to listen because they're kids,
that's your
like
fault.
I don't know what
You're
is
not.
with it and adults believing the kids. I don't. I want to go back to the first Superman real quick. I don't know if you caught this or not, but there's a scene where I think it's the one where Superman saves a little girl's cat.
Yeah,
I think it was that scene. He saves the cat, says bye to the little girl. The little girl goes into her house and she tells her mom, like, I just saw Superman and whatever. And the mom's like, no, you didn't. Stop lying. And slaps the little girl. Like, you hear it.
yeah.
And then the scene cuts away real quick. But it
Because
just
they
goes
think
back
she's
to like,
lying.
why does nobody believe exactly like, why does everybody always think kids are lying?
Yeah, and my coworker, and he wasn't alone with this, also believed that. Oh, I wouldn't believe him either. I'm just like, maybe because I've been that person where nobody believed me, I would 100% believe a child. So like, I'm going to believe her. I've been that person where I've been telling the truth, and you know this, and nobody believes me. And so if my child, if she came up to me and she's like, "Hey, this dude just did this," I'm gonna be like, "Who, what, when, where, what?" Like, I believe you. Show me. Like, or if you can't show me, don't worry, I still believe you. But I'm
Investigate.
going
Let's
to.
investigate.
Yeah, thank you. Let's investigate. They did. Yo, I was so shocked when they were just like, "I wouldn't believe my child." I'm just like, I'm flabbergasted. I was, I was stunned. Like, yo, and this was two adults saying this, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I would,
like,
I would,
like, whoa.
I would." Uh, so yeah, I didn't think he needed to die. He, especially knowing that Clark could have saved him, and we kind of spent a lot of time on that, but
Yeah.
I felt like he didn't need to die. He could have died, and it causes this problem where the whole point of Jonathan Kent having a heart attack, it gives Superman this thing of like, even with all my powers, I'm going to try to save people, but I can't save everybody. I have to try them. This one was very like, don't try. Like, you don't,
Yeah.
just don't do it. And I didn't like that.
Like the original movie and with the heart attack definitely hits harder. Like
Yeah.
like I told you before, it's a humbling experience for Clark. Like we said, with all these powers and abilities, I still couldn't save my dad. When in this one, all these powers and abilities, I could have saved my dad, but I chose not to.
Yeah.
It's like you're like we said, this his dad died for no reason.
Yeah.
He didn't need to.
So, so after this, Clark leaves. Of course, he leaves. He goes on his own like life journey. He's traveling from place to place. He eventually finds himself in the Arctic, fortress. Uh, that whole thing happens again. We He gets his own fortress. He gets a suit. He Lois Lane is also there. We get our introductions into Lois Lane, which he is smart. This version of Lois Lane, smart.
He is Lois
He's
Lane.
Yes. There's no Clark Kent disguise like that. I mean, there is, but by that point, she already knows everything. Uh, this Lois Lane is awesome. She's
Mm.
smart. She's there to report something. She wants to go. Clark's inside in his ship, trying to figure stuff out. She goes in and follows him. well, not follows him, but she's also in there. She gets attacked. Clark saves her, and she immediately like writes a report on there's an alien here. Like the only thing I can describe this dude is an alien in a spaceship. And she goes to Perry, and Perry's like, I don't care. You have no proof. Blah blah blah. He then goes to another reporter, another tabloid, and gives that shit out. He's like, no, I am reporting on this.
Like,
This
this is getting out
alien.
there. Like, this is the
Yeah,
story of the century.
yeah. We see Superman get his suit, and it's awesome. It is not the original underwear wearing. This is like freaking suits of just like power. Like it looks awesome on him. But like his stature alone is huge, but like the suit looks amazing on him. And I love when he goes to fly for the first time and he crouches down and you see that when he flies, this thing is like there's an aura around him. Like something is forcing him to fly. He has this ability to like fly. Almost like
You
the
just see
Zod
the ground
telekinesis.
shaking.
Yeah. Like it's almost like telekinesis. If you see things kind of hover up a little bit, but it's not. But it's really great. He flies off, he crosses into a mountain, the mountain breaks on him. Like it does not stand up. Like you would think, oh, he
He
hit a
just
mountain. No.
slams down.
Yeah. The mountain broke. And
He just hits so hard. And that's when he does it
Lois,
again.
yeah.
Such a
Lois is
great
able
takeoff
to
scene.
yeah, it was an amazing takeoff scene. Like that's when you get the new Superman theme. It's playing and it's awesome. The way he looks is just beautiful. Lois is able to track him down. Her reporting skills were so good. She found him quick.
It was a matter of hours, days, was it?
I
Like,
want
she
to say
found him
within a
quick.
week. She found him within a week. And not just like, oh, I found you. Like, I found your house. I found your mom.
Exact address. Like,
Yes.
Kansas.
Address, street, road, everything. Like, she found him. And he kind of shows up and he's just like, oh, he found me. And she's like, yeah, my job. What I do. Like, this version of Lois is not stupid at all. She is a genius. She's borderline a genius. Like, she's a great reporter.
Yeah.
Uh,
Definitely better than the originals.
we also find out that his S is not just an S, it's a symbol for hope, which I like. I like the symbolism of like, this is not just an S or just his symbol. It's the family crest means hope.
Mm. That's why I've always liked this version of the S. Because at a quick glance, you can't even see an S. So it looks more like a symbol. Like you have to look hard to actually see the S.
Well, that's the newer version, right? That's for the new movie that's coming out.
Yes, this is for the new Superman coming out this year, next week.
I don't see that. This version Superman. Oh, so at this point, Superman's been here. He flies. I think he doesn't save many people yet, but the government's coming. They're kind of figure out what is he doing. Like, are you a good guy? He lets himself get arrested. Blah blah blah. He had a conversation with a general, and we know down the line in Batman v Superman and Justice League that this is Martian Manhunter. I believe that he knew from the jump that that was not human. One, because he has X-ray vision. Two, he walked right up to him and just having a conversation through glass. And I feel like he would X-ray this guy. Like, let me just look at you real quick and be like, "You're not human."
Like I know you're not trying to give me the business right now.
Yeah, he turns himself in. He's not playing. I think he could tell it's Martian Manhunter. But one thing I never did like about people with powers or Superman is that he doesn't know how to fight at all.
He
And it's
what?
very clear. He doesn't know how to fight.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, yeah. He's a terrible hand-to-hand combatant.
Yeah, and you see that very soon. So Zod sends a transmission. Zod finally gets to Earth.
That
And
creepy transmission, just you are not alone.
yeah, he finally gets to Earth. He decides this is that you're not alone, that one of my people are on your planet, and I want him. Give me this person, whoever his name is, send him to me. Obviously, not everybody believes about Lois's report because no one believed it. They thought she was just making stuff up. Now they believe him. Clark turns himself into the government, shows that I'm here to help, and that's it. But it's on his terms. He's not going to play by the government's rules. He's going to do it his way.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out fast that Clark can't fight. They start to later. He meets up with Zod. Uh, he has two henchmen. It's not Ursa and Non, but
Mm.
it's their replacement.
You only get one of their names, so the girl is what? Feora Ol, I think it was.
Yeah, something like
That
that.
was the only one they got. They should have definitely, should have at least had the other big guy named. It would have just added more to the characters, more to the scenes,
Yeah,
instead of
but he
just
played the
being
same role.
Kryptonian henchmen 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were. But and we're skipping a lot, obviously, but they start to fight, and it is very clear these are military trained people with hand to hand combat. The fact that they have powers is just a bonus because they put the brakes on Superman. They whoop his head like straight hands, and
They
every time
do.
he swings, they can combo piece this man. And it's something
Like
that's
they
always
are
bugged me
on
because
him.
it's something that always bugged me because I'm like, even with all this strength, dude, learn how to fight. Watch a video, watch a YouTube video, take a class.
Like
Like,
he just strictly relies on his strength, and that's it.
and when he loses it, which it does happen, when he loses his strength, he's the biggest baby ever. Like, yo, you're so useless right now. Like, even on a as human standards, you're useless.
Yeah,
You know. So Zod is
like he got to
here, and
learn something.
he shows military tactics. He tries to talk to him. He tries to convince him to like let me join me again. This version of Zod always tries. He'll he'll put his hand out. Hey, join me. If you don't join me, I'm gonna kill you. You're better off joining me. And he does it to everybody. He gives the olive branch. So you see the tactician there. Like he tries. I'm like, I'm gonna take this over. You can either join me or you can't. That's it. Or you don't. Uh, they're
And
on
of
the
course,
spaceship with
Superman always
Zod.
says no.
Yeah, of course he says no. They have a conversation, and Zod is like, "I will burn this planet to the fucking ground, and there is nothing you can do to stop me." And there really wasn't. The only reason that Zod didn't kill him right then and there is because he needed to know what the Codex was.
Yeah, he just needs that information.
And once they found out that Superman was the Codex, a living Codex, he asked, "Does he have to be alive for me to extract it?" They're like, "No." And they're like, "Bet."
No, just kill him. Kill him.
So,
Just get him. Like I need that codex.
yeah. Uh, yeah. Zod was he didn't play. Superman hits him, breaks his mask, exploits a weakness. Basically, Zod then gets hit with all the power besides flight and strength. He
Mm.
gets hit with the sensory stuff, the vision, the hearing, and it stuns him. But not for long. It's fucking Zod. He takes control
He
of
does
that
have to
real quick.
leave though.
He
He
has
leaves
to
quick
leave.
though. Like the second all that, he's like, "Yo, I gotta get out of here." Like I'm about to get
He
my ass whooped
leaves.
right now.
Superman has to like recoup and figure out what we're gonna do, and they come up with a plan to use Superman's ship that he came here on. There's a phantom drive that will send the ship back, or basically make it implode, make it a singularity, make it implode,
Yeah. Make both of the Phantom
Zod,
Drive, the one in Clark's ship and the one in Zod's ship. So when they
yeah,
collide, it'll just suck it all in.
uh-huh. Zod said, fuck that, threw out the world engine, which basically terraformed whatever planet is on to be like Krypton. Which to me didn't make sense because if you turn it back to Krypton, I'm not sure if you lose all your powers, but basically everything becomes kryptonite, which means you would be super weak.
Yeah,
But even
I'm
with the
not.
yellow sun,
The terraforming definitely confused me a little bit
yeah,
because, like you said, like what exactly? Like it seems like they only have to terraform so they don't have to go through the pain of adjusting to the environment. Because he like we know like Clark had the same thing when he was younger, and Zod even says it that that the physiology is different. But I think that's all the terraforming would really do. Like it wouldn't affect the
yeah,
sun. At least I don't think it would affect the sun.
I
Like
don't
they
think
only
so
said it
either.
was affecting the planet. So I think it
So
was just that. So like if you think about it, they didn't even really have to terraform
yeah, they didn't at all.
because because by the last fight, Zod takes off all of his armor, his breathing apparatus, and he's good to go.
Yeah,
Like it wouldn't even been taking them long. So like
yeah,
they really didn't
he
even need to terraform.
at all.
They just needed a subplot.
Yeah, he. I feel like him terraforming would have made it worse for him. He would have been their whole plan would have been perfectly fine without it. So
Mm.
him and after this happens, the humans do manage to crash the Clark ship into their ship, sends everybody, all the Kryptonians away except Zod. Zod again heated up Superman at every chance he can get. One thing I would say, this version of Superman has zero regard for property or human life because
Yeah.
this,
He destroys so much stuff with the bodies of other Kryptonians.
yes, he doesn't care. He destroyed the farm. He was destroying everything. There's a scene where Zod pushes a truck to him, a gas truck, and Superman could have easily stopped it, but he doesn't. He just like nonchalantly flies over it. It blows up behind him and keeps it going. Like, bro, you could have stopped that from happening. You literally could have just went, whoa, hold up, and then fly over it. No, he just lets that shit blows up. I'm like, oh, so he does not care. A lot of
Like
people say like, oh, Superman.
Superman definitely caused a lot of collateral damage in this one.
Yes, he does. I
Like a
do
lot
like
of
the
it's on
fact that
you, dude.
yes, it is. I like the fact that you watch this movie and then you watch Batman v Superman, and you know while Zod and him are fighting, you do have Batman running through the city trying to save people.
Trying to
Like
help.
he is there trying to
I
help.
had the
Like
same thought. I'm like, he's there somewhere. Let's try to find him.
yeah, you see a little like there he is. Uh, so they start to fight again, and Zod and Superman start to fight again, and Zod basically gets to a point where he gets his heat vision. He's destroying stuff. They go into a train station or some type of terminal, and
Mm.
he's going to laser beam this family.
It's a very
Unless,
divisive scene.
yeah, a lot of people liked it. A lot of people didn't like it. Like he was put in a position where it's like, if I don't break this man's neck right now, he's not going to stop. To me, Superman has already killed people at this point. Like all the explosions and all the damages he's caused, him himself has
Mm.
caused. He's killed people. He just because he's
But
not
yeah, he
directly
just
doing
doesn't
it.
know it.
Yeah, like you just didn't know.
But you definitely
Oh,
killed dozens of people during the city fight.
yeah. Like you're not telling me otherwise. There's no way. If no one left that fight unscathed, impossible. But we already know what happened because later on in Batman v Superman, we see that people got hurt, people did die. So that whole
Mm.
argument, Superman doesn't kill, or he was trying to stop him. No, because if he was trying to stop him, he would have stopped that gas tank explosion that he just didn't
From
do.
going off. He would
Yeah,
stop throwing them through buildings.
it was.
Like
I
other
understand
Superman made it
why.
has shown him purpose. He's like, we got to move this fight away from the city.
Yeah, but he don't. He breaks his neck, and a lot of people hated it. I liked it because in the end of the day, Zod says it. He's not going to stop. And this
Like
isn't like
he said, he's just holding his neck. Like begging him to stop. He just says never. Like, I'm never
Never.
gonna stop. I'm old. I'm gonna kill every human on this planet if you don't
Yeah.
stop me right now. And he's forced to kill him and snaps his neck. Which, like you said, I thought it was great. It only sucked because Zod was so great. Like, fuck, like you kill him now, we're definitely not gonna get any more Zod.
Yes, but luckily we did. Luckily, it's not a great movie, but The Flash, we get more Zod. So you win some, you lose some. But yeah, so then the movie basically starting to wrap up. Superman's on Earth. He goes to the Daily Planet. Him and Lois see each other. He's Clark Kent. Which there's no denying that this version of Superman and Clark Kent are the same person. There's no demeanor. There's no changing. There's
Yeah.
no none of that. This is just him. He's just like, yeah, I'm Clark Kent. Like, nigga, no, you're
Yeah.
not.
Like that. Like, man, go
Like,
save
you're
the city.
kind
What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
yeah,
Like, I know you're Superman. I know you're Superman. Like, look at you.
yeah.
Like, this one, like,
So,
there is no alter ego.
no. But overall, Man of Steel, phenomenal. As a newer version, a new interpretation of this Superman in 2013, it was so different, but so good. Like Superman is a brick wall in this movie for most of it. Like he is unstoppable outside of another Kryptonian. There was nothing that's gonna stop him.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing hurts him.
It was
I
definitely a
give
good interpretation of Superman.
yeah,
Definitely a better representation of, like, how strong he could actually be.
yeah. I give this one, if you're just taking in the Man of Steel by itself, this one was a good 8 to 8.5, like 9. Yeah, there's a little bit of flaws, mostly because of his dad. I felt like his dad character could have been different, but the
Mm,
movie is so good. The theme is so good. The fights are amazing.
they are.
I give it 8.
Um, I'll give it a good 7, 7.5. Only
Oh,
because
okay.
me personally, I don't care for flashback sequences in movies. Like, if you gotta have one, okay, but this one has multiple. And other movies obviously have a lot of going back in time. It's just I just want to stick to the main story.
It's
Like,
a
if you
lot,
wanted to
and
do
it's
flashbacks, just start from there.
yeah. They could have easily had him in the beginning, like the first one did, where he lands and they just have the progression. But they
Mm.
scatter them so randomly, not randomly, but like throughout the movie. It kind of takes it away.
And they don't really
Um,
have any correlation to the scene prior to it. Like,
mhm.
it kind of just goes back. Like, when it goes back to him unlocking his powers for the first time. What was the scene right before that? Was that when he
That
was
was
still on the oil rig?
yeah.
It's like the
It's
two
like, what is
scenes
the
have no correlation, so you're just showing this just to show him getting his powers.
yeah? I agree. All right, so that's it for Man of Steel. What are we looking forward to next week? Like, what are we looking forward to in Superman
My
Legends?
biggest, no, it's just Superman, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Superman. Sorry.
Yeah, they did take off the legacy. I heard that not too long ago. I like Superman legacy. They should have kept it, but whatever. My biggest thing, what I'm looking forward to, is Guy Gardner.
Oh, Guy
I'm
Gardner.
excited. I'm excited for the entire movie, but I'm mainly excited to see the first amazing Green Lantern in live action.
Yes, like we are both big Lantern fans. Like yours is the Black Lantern, mine is the red. But Guy
Absolutely.
Gardner has been my favorite. There's a scene in one of the comics that I reference constantly because he's talking to Bleez, who's a Red Lantern, and he's having a conversation about hope and stuff. And he's just he takes out his dog tag, and on his dog tag there's every ring he's ever had, and he's talking about how hope is the best with
It's
blah blah
all
blah.
of
But
them.
it's the fact that he wears all of them at all times. He just keeps all the rings on a dog tag. So whenever the whenever the situation calls for it, he just pops
Like,
one of them bad boys.
like, all right, like we're getting serious. Let's go.
Let's go.
Like, which one do you
And
want? Which ring do you want me to whoop your ass with?
yes, yes. And Guy Gardner has gone through many different changes where he's kind of a dick. A lot. Most people kind of put him in that category, like he's an asshole, which is
Yeah.
cool. I like an asshole superhero, but it's like he's doing the right thing for the right reasons, but he just doesn't want to do it your way. He's gonna do it his way. And I like Guy Gardner. Like he's one of those like,
And
oh,
he backs up what
he
he
goes,
says. He is a
yeah,
shit talker through and through that will 100% back up whatever he says.
yeah. He may not win because when him and Batman get into it, Batman always wins. But
Batman,
he gonna talk his shit. He gonna talk his shit.
Batman's always knocking Guy out. He's
Yeah,
always
but
one punching him. Batman's the only one.
he's gonna talk that shit. And I'm looking forward to Guy. I'm looking forward to the other heroes. I know you say you don't know too much about it. I'm not gonna say nothing for you.
No,
But the other heroes,
I avoid the trailers so much. They just give away too much now. I watched 10
yeah,
seconds of the first trailer 6 months ago and I'm good.
I've seen a lot, but I am excited to see what they do. I'm excited that the suit is also going back to the bright colors, the underwear wearing looking type of suit. Like he looks like Superman. They brought the score back from the original. Granted, it's updated, but you hear that iconic Superman score, and I'm so excited to see how they're going to combine the 1970s version and the 2013 version and see what they do together. Like, how are they going to take this one and this one? Because you can see it, the way the camera moves and the way the fight scenes. This version of Superman is going to be powerful, but it's also going to be, it could be the Blue Boy Scout, but not as campy. Hopefully not as campy, but still iconic. And I'm excited to see what they do with this. I'm excited to see what they show us in this world, because he's been Superman. This is not like an origin. This is just like, nope, he's been Superman. There are other heroes. Let's put you in the middle of this.
It's
What
like,
about you?
it seems like this is like coming up on like their his version of Justice League, James Gunn version of Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, he's already been established. There's already other heroes established. Right now we have a Green Lantern, Hawk Girl, and Metamorpho. Like they're
There's
all in the
another one,
movie.
but you don't know. You haven't seen the trailer, so I'm
I
not gonna
know.
say
Those
nothing.
are the only three I know. Those are the only three heroes I know that are in the movie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing. But there's a good amount, and it's very cool. It's
I'm
very
so
cool. Like,
excited.
okay.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Oh
Like this
man.
is gonna it's gonna be fun. And Guy looks great. His powers. For the split second you see it, the ring looks perfect. Superman looks strong. You can see that he does get hurt, so maybe these villains or whoever's in it are powerful, or maybe not. Or maybe this is a different. Maybe he's not as strong. I'm curious to see what they
Well,
do.
James Gunn did have an interview where he said that this version of Superman isn't all that powerful. Like he does and will get hurt, obviously, as we've seen. But this is
Yeah,
definitely it's an established Superman, but still an early Superman nonetheless.
that's good to
Like
hear.
this Superman in this movie should not be taking on Darkseid.
Oh no!
Like he's too early for that. That's the version of Superman we're getting with this one.
Like if he tries to fight that, oh, you lost. This is a walkout.
Like it's just you're one Omega beam away.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps up our Superman Day, our Superman conversation. This is like a two-parter, basically. Yeah, two-part
Long
episode.
two-parter. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Our first two-parter.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Have a great one. We'll see you next time.
Peace out, guys.